everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a Carli Bybel palette review. I've had this for maybe like 3 months. I've had a lot of time to use it and play around with it and develop my opinion on it. I can't say that my opinion is very positive. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this palette. At certain times I loved it and then I hated it and then I loved it and hated it again, and I haven't loved it again yet. So it has 10 eyeshadows and 4 highlighters. I accidentally chipped one of the highlighters there, but that's fine because it would never match my skin tone. 2 of the highlighters do match me. This one, I just stuck my hand in eyeshadow. That's cute. Sorry, I have other swatches on my hand. It's like a nice golden color. I think would match me more when I'm tan in the summer. And then these other 2 colors will never match me, but they are very pigmented, so I can use them for eyeshadows. And then this other highlighter matches me now, but it's super purple. It's like a pinky purple. I just think it looks kind of weird. I had like a lilac streak on my cheek. And I didn't realize that it was that bad at first, so I love the shimmer that it had. And I used it all the time, but it's really powdery, really pink. And the more I used it, the more I didn't like it. For the top row of shadows, I guess you can mix the first 2 rows together, but I normally just use the 1 row. I was expecting them to be kind of like a burgundy purple kind of color, but they ended up being more brown, which I absolutely hate. When you swatch them on your hand, they do kind of look a little bit purple, but on the eye they are so brown. I expected it to be this beautiful burgundy color, and every time it just turned out brown, like the second row of shadows. These are all matte except this one is shimmery. It's not as shimmery as I would like it, and it's pretty much identical to the highlighter. The second row is a bunch of shimmery browns, except the darkest one here is not shimmery. I have no idea why. If you're gonna make every single one of them shimmery, except for one, that's kind of weird because then that one section won't have any shimmer. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could replace it with that highlighter. I mean, yeah, that would work. The mirror quality is wonderful. Hold on, I'm just gonna compare it to my Naked 3 palette, which I know they're just mirrors, but they're identical. Cardboard packaging, some people hate, some people love. A lot of times with cardboard packaging, you can bend back all the way. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna break it. You can't bend this back all the way, so it's just kind of that's as far as it's gonna go. It does have a mirror, which is super helpful because and underneath it says aspire to inspire. It's so cute. All the purples and burgundies are literally brown, especially on the eyelid. The shimmer isn't even that shimmery. I have never put these brown ones on my eyelid because they never interest me. Hold on, I'm gonna swatch them on my wrist. Little first impression here. So the first color looks in the pan. Hold on, should I use a different finger? Because that's... my god. You probably can't even see that. It's coming off a little purpley. These look brown and they're purple, and these look purple and they're brown. Is that what this palette's supposed to be? It's supposed to mess up my mind or something? Shade. Yikes. It's another one of these browny, bronzy golds. Kind of looks like my Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Hold on, I want to swatch that right next to it to see how similar they actually are. Oh wow. They're pretty identical, except Laura Geller's a little bit lighter and has a lot more shimmer because these are really lacking in the shimmer category, I guess. Then there's this darker brown here, also shimmery. Wow, that also looks like it matches the highlighter that's in this palette. Let's swatch that next to it. Oh. They match. Look, they literally, oh, you probably can't see it. The highlighter matches the eyeshadow in the same palette. Okay. Next shade, the one right here. They don't kick up a lot of powder, which is really good. And for being $14, the pigment is really nice. This also, it's more of an orangey version of the colors right next to it. And here is the last matte shade. It's a cool tone brown. Kind of looks like baby poop or goose poop. I don't know if you guys know what that looks like, but this is what that looks like. Hold on. Alright. And that is pretty ugly. So it's just kind of like very out of place here, like with all these shimmers, just like a random cool toned brown. Personally, not a huge fan, gotta be honest. Happy I never wore that on my eyes because homegirl would have had a really bad makeup day. That's Gucci. Now onto the top row swatches. I don't know why I did the bottom row first, but we're just gonna start with this. Wow, this is pretty pointless to swatch, but yeah, guess what? It's skin colored. It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone. Little to no pigment. I just use it over an eyeshadow primer. Next is this pinky color right here. And that looks identical to the eyeshadow in the same palette. Not the first time that this has happened. Let's swatch that next to it. It's pretty much the same. It just, I mean, the highlighter is a little bit more lavender. The eyeshadow's a little bit more rosy, but honestly on the eye, they probably look exactly the same. Next, there's this kind of middle shade. It does look kind of brown in the pan, so that's not really deceiving me at all. Let's go in for a second swatch. I'm going pretty lightly. I'm not digging too much, so the pigmentation for the price isn't too bad. See, it's most definitely a light brown. Like, you're not fooling anyone with your purple shades. Next, onto this more purpley shade. Also a matte. Oh, that one does have a little bit more purple in it. I'll give it that. And then the last one is this darkest kind of purpley shade, which what my friend Harley saw was on the website. They're a lot more vibrant than they actually are in person. That kind of blended a little too much. Let's go in a second time and just kind of pack it on a little more. Alright, so that one, all these are like a pink and then a brown and then a kind of purpley brown and then like more of like a burgundy, but I noticed on my eyelids it really looks brown. Like either I need glasses or something like that. And the packaging, it's super boring. It's like this, it's flat, it's cardboard. It says BH Cosmetics, Carli Bybel, and then it just says like 10 eyeshadows, 4 things. It says it in another language, says it in another language. It says like the weight and how much is in each product. I would read that to you, but I don't think any of us know what 1.07 ounces means. Maybe you do, I don't. And then it's just kind of like this fake, like kind of, I think it's supposed to look like a seat, like a cushion or something. And then on the back, there's like all the ingredients and stuff like that, and this like lace thing. I don't know, and there's stripes on the inside. I didn't really go over the packaging. Okay. Here's the highlighter. They all have like these kind of flower shapes on it. This one I've used so much that it no longer has the flower shape, but there it is on the finger. And that's what it is swiped. It's very purple. It looks really weird on the cheeks. Next is this more golden color, which I think is super pretty. It is a little dark though. I want to swatch that next to my Gilded Honey. Because like, I don't know if there comes a day where I want to declutter this palette. Like, I don't, am I going to miss any of these shades? Probably not. But I do reach for it when I'm getting bored of my other eyeshadows. Okay, they don't really look that, yeah, this one looks a little bit purplier. I don't know. It's like a goldish color, but it's like purple. Like the world may never know. And then let's see if the color next to it might be a little bit better of a match for Gilded Honey. Nope. That's very like orangey, bronzy, and all of these are like super shimmery without having like chunky glitter in it, which I will give it that. If I say give it that one more time, I'm going to blow my brains out. And then the darkest shade, which matches this eyeshadow right here. Ooh, okay. That's what it's like on the finger. Very pigmented, probably a beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow. But as a highlighter on pale skin, that is a no and a half. Ka-chow. There we go. Very pigmented. Very beautiful. And then what happens if I try and blend it out? Still very pigmented. I wish I wish my camera quality didn't suck butthole because they are very metallic. Palette's boring. I mean, if you have $14 and you want kind of brown, possibly purple eyeshadows, and you want 4 highlighters that 1 or 2 of them could possibly match you, or none of them at all, or all 4 of them if you are crazy and a chameleon. I don't know. I hate this palette, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Out of all my eyeshadow palettes, like, if I had to get rid of one, like, compared to this little elf one, I would keep this little elf one instead of the Carli Bybel palette because it just bores me. It just bores me, honestly. Like, I mean, they say you can make it dramatic. I mean, I guess so. I mean, maybe. And you can make it natural. I mean, I guess so. I mean, maybe. But, like, there's nothing bold. Like, this is so boring. It's been done 1,000 times. You can find it anywhere. It's, you're not original. Like, these shimmery shades are in the Essence, I think it's like How to Nude or something. So this is $4 more. It also comes with highlighters, but they're not all guaranteed to match you. But I think if you like these brown shimmery colors, then you should pick up the Essence one because it's better. And then this burgundy kind of one, it's like almost brown. I wouldn't want to do this, but I can't think of a palette that has these kind of shades in it that is like drugstore. I don't know. I think there's like all shimmer ones made by like Kiko or something. I have no idea. So I mean, if you just want this row and you saw the swatches and you're interested in it, go for it. I don't know. That's your money, not mine. I'm bored of this. It's cheap. I dropped it. I don't care. It's cheap cardboard. It's boring. It's been done 1,000 times. I love Carli Bybel. Like, I gotta put that out there. Like, I'm not hating on her. Like, I love her. I do like BH Cosmetics, but this palette, I don't know, I think they could have done a lot better because I've seen a lot of collaborations between YouTubers and companies that are super original and so gorgeous and are worth your time and your money, and I don't think that this is one of them. Don't get it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.